All right, ready to do this again? Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm from Hoya Scholars. I'm Christian Esteban, and you're watching our special Giving Tuesday Spicy Wings Challenge. It's the show with hot questions and even hotter wings. And today we are joined by legendary Hoya Scholars graduate, Karina. Karina graduated from Valencia High School earlier this year. Is that right?
Yes.
And is now attending Fullerton College. Karina, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
I'm curious, so how are you with spicy food?
I think I'm good with it. I have a slightly smaller tolerance than my boyfriend, but I think I have a higher tolerance than you. That's for sure.
I was telling Karina a couple minutes ago, so over the last week, the weather's getting colder and my lips feel very dry and a little cracked. But I don't think there's anything wrong with having spicy hot sauce when you have cracked lips, right? I don't think so. I think we're going to be fine. And just to let everybody know, so today we're fundraising for Hoya Scholars, a nonprofit that inspires and prepares first-generation students for success in higher education. Hoya Scholars believes every student should have the resources they need to succeed in high school, graduate from college, build a path to a fulfilling career, and become a community leader. Our goal today is to raise $10,000 to resource our first-gen college readiness services. And that's tutoring, mentoring, College Apps Academy, Service and Leadership Academy, Parent Academy, and our elementary after-school program. And I think as of this morning, you've helped us raise over $3,000. Looks like we're up to $3,900. So thank you so much to everyone who has donated. So Karina, today we have 6 wings with increasing levels of hotness, and we're going to move through them pretty quickly.
Sounds good.
And as we do that, we're going to ask you some questions. So are you ready to do this?
Sounds good.
All right. So let me grab the first pair of wings. And while I do that, can you share with everyone what's our first hot sauce that we're going to be doing?
So first hot sauce we have is the Frank's Red Hot Wings, and it's 450 Scovilles.
We're starting light.
We're
starting really easy.
Light.
So it's 450 Scovilles. Great. And would you like to explain to everyone what is it? What's Scovilles? What is that?
I think it's like based like how spicy it is. So like less like Scovilles it has, it's less spicier than like having like 10,000 Scovilles.
I think you're right about that. And I don't know anything technically about Scovilles, but
neither do I.
But let's go ahead and have our first spicy hot wing. Again, this is Frank's. This is Frank's hot sauce. So we're starting off easy. The first couple are going to be easy. So nothing.
You want to go ahead and add some on it?
Oh yeah. Let me go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and shake that up. And as I do that, Karina, I wanted to ask you, as we eat these wings, what was your experience like as a Hoya Scholars student?
My experience as a Hoya Scholars student was actually a really good one. I feel like everyone has like a really good. Don't go a lot. Like don't go a lot.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, I've been in the program for I want to say approximately 5 years. Some mentors and tutors I had. My mentor was Damaris. She was my first mentor. Then some tutors I had was Ellen and Haley. I was involved in school with ASB, OC Grip at Topaz. I was involved with church. I was involved with a lot of things.
You were involved in a lot of things. You were always super involved every single year at Hoya. Remember that lips thing that I mentioned a second ago? Yeah.
I told you I was gonna get to you.
Okay. That's all right. So I wanted to ask, she already told us how long you were in the program. And you mentioned some of the mentors and tutors. Was there any other ways that you were involved in school or community service during that time?
I was like, wait, I'm
you cleaning that wing. Great.
Thanks. So another way I was involved with the nonprofit called Solidarity. I was their after school lead, so I helped it with that. And then currently I'm helping them with their teen center.
That's great. So glad that you're able to do that. Now I realize why on the show Hot Ones there's so much cutting that happens.
Because of all the chewing.
Because of all the chewing that's involved. So we're going to head into our second wing. And Karina, would you like to share with everyone what our second sauce is going to be?
It's the classic hot sauce with chile de árbol. So it's getting
Ooh.
spicy.
So classic hot sauce with chile de árbol. Did I say that right?
You're getting there.
I'm getting
You're getting there. And it's 1,800 Scovilles. So
a little bit hotter, but it's not really.
It's getting there.
Starting off light. So let's go ahead and have a little bit more sauce. And as we do that, how would you describe some of the programs that Hoya Scholars has to offer? Programs like, we'll start with like mentoring. How would you describe mentoring?
So mentoring is a one-on-one. It's like I got super close to Damaris. We still keep in touch even if she's not in the program. Mm-hmm. It's a one-on-one, helps us just basically like a de-stressor. And we have someone there supporting us with school, with our goals for the week. So that's how I describe mentoring.
It was so great to see you with Bathsita, but with Damarie over the years. How would you describe tutoring to a friend or a new Hoya Scholar student?
Tutoring is a one-on-one as well, and it's based on the subject that you're struggling with. Mm-hmm. So I know Haley helped me with math because that's what I struggled with in high school over all 4 years. And thanks to Hoya, we fundraised for calculators. Mm-hmm. So that was actually really nice where I could just rent out a calculator just for school or like to help me with like geometry with algebra over the years.
Awesome. And then I also wanted to ask, so last year you were a senior, pretty turbulent senior year, when you went through the College Apps Academy class. How would you describe that? Or just like what the class is?
I would describe it as really eye-opening because I know so many scholarships were available just within my major. But I know also I just recently got the Consulado de Santana scholarship.
That's right.
I got the PEO Chapter Y scholarship. So it opens up your doors so much when it comes to scholarships.
Awesome. And I'll let you have a little bit more of your wing here. I just realized I don't know where I'm going to put them after we get a dozen plates just around me. I didn't think about that. Thanks for sharing a little bit about mentoring, tutoring, College Apps Academy. And during your time at Hoya Scholars, you've gone on college campus visits. You've gone to the Reagan Library with us, like the Reagan Student Leadership Program, the Nixon Presidential Library, the Fullerton Museum Center, and a lot of these kinds of places. How are these types of experiences valuable to yourself as a high schooler?
They were valuable to me because it opens up your mind in the sense that it's like, oh, someone actually does care about me succeeding. Someone cares about helping the nonprofit that I'm going to continue giving us resources available to us.
That's great. I love it. And I'm so glad that you're able to join. Yeah, you were able to join us on so many of those outings. Literally, I think every single one that we ever did.
I've been on every single one, yes.
So we're gonna head into wing number 3, and you could choose whichever one you'd like there. I'll take this guy. And so if you could share with everyone, what is our third sauce?
Okay, our third sauce is Los Calientes. This one's actually from the show Hot Ones as well. And it has 36,000 Scoville. Are you okay?
No, yeah, I'm fine. That's nothing. Yeah.
And it has 36,000 Scovilles. So let's get on to the next
36,000. Oh yeah, we gotta get some more shots on there. So we were talking a little bit about
I did too.
Okay, yeah, you're not gonna.
I'm not pouring anymore.
You're gonna be okay. I'll pour it. A few of these sauces are from that show, Hot Ones. So if for those of you who are familiar with Hot Ones, 5 of these sauces are straight out of that show.
Can I wipe the sauce off?
You can do whatever you're comfortable with. That's totally fine. And cheers to Los Calientes, 36,000 Scoville units. That's pretty exciting. All right, this one is it gets a little bit more in there. Just hear us chewing. So like we kind of mentioned a second ago, you volunteered, you're really involved with school, you're really involved with Hoya. And with Hoya, you volunteered at Bracken's Kitchen Food Pantry.
Yes.
And a few other opportunities. In high school, you volunteered a lot.
Yes.
Where have you volunteered and why do you enjoy volunteering?
So some few places I volunteered was at my church doing. Are you okay?
No, I'm fine.
You don't look fine.
No, I'm gonna be fine.
Okay. Some places I volunteered.
This chicken's really good. Shout out to my wife.
Oh,
She's doing an
I
amazing
love your
job.
wife. Your wife's so sweet. Okay, so some places I volunteered was Brecken's Kitchen Food Pantry. I volunteered leading, mentoring once. I volunteered at my church doing music in the parks, coffee barista, vacation Bible school. I do nursery and stepping stones, which is just Sunday school for the kids. I volunteered, like I've mentioned, at Solidarity. I volunteered at high school, so I was on ASB. I was working with troubled teens from my school, so people younger than me. So I've volunteered quite a few places.
Quite a few, you could say that. I'll let you have a little bit more Los Calientes as I put my finished wing on the ground. And so there's graduation requirements for community service at the Central Belinda district, not, and some districts don't, some do. And I think the graduation requirement for the placenta district is 40 hours.
40 hours.
And then if you earn 100 hours, there's some sort of special.
You get either a cord, but COVID, everyone was on the budget. We just got shouted out on the program. Like we had our own section dedicated.
And so those were like 40, 100 hours. Do you know how many hours of community service you ended up doing?
I ended up doing, actually, the ones that were recorded was approximately like 6,000 hours, like community service hours.
Okay.
The ones that weren't recorded was probably way more than that.
Okay, that's a few more than I think I ever did. Wow, that's incredible. It's over 6,000 hours of community service?
Yes.
Well, I don't know how you ever did. And then just from your perspective, what is the importance of volunteering in your community as someone who's done so much volunteering?
For me, it would be like, I know like the programs that I helped went to people who were a way lower income than me, like an income family. So just knowing that my service helped them feel like they were loved, like they were known. So that's why I enjoy volunteering so much, and I enjoy doing it as a passion. Do you know how many Scovilles I have?
This one. So do you want to share? So Karina wrote down all the Scovilles for the different sauces.
So I wrote all of the Scovilles on the sauces. It took us like 15 minutes to find the sauce. Couldn't find it. So we have a sticky note that has a bunch of question marks. We're not sure how much.
Okay, so that's a little bit more than a couple drops there. So I don't know how many Scovilles this is. It's not going to be that hot. But this one this is my favorite one. I just had that. I tried a little bit of each one, just a little bit.
Hey, that's not fair. You
got
a
little bit of a head start. Get a bit of a head start, you know. But this is definitely my favorite one so far that we've had. Which is good.
Oh, it's good, but it's really like good. A slight cook. But it's good. Cake.
Oh my gosh. A little more than a slight cake.
Oh,
it's
that's an after.
Your entire senior year, let's go back to that. Your entire year was clouded by COVID, unfortunately. From beginning to end, you were a junior when COVID hit.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about your senior year at Valencia.
So it was kind of crazy because the day that the shutdown got announced was a Friday, Friday. And it sucked because I remember walking out of ASB and my teacher saying, hey juniors, you guys don't have anything ready for the assembly next week. So just knowing that, and then like 20 minutes later, getting announced, hey, the world's like shutting down. It was just like it's just gonna last surreal. 2 weeks. Yeah. But now it's like, I do miss not doing some of my senior events, but I still graduated. Thank God, like I was still able to walk stage because I know class of 2020 wasn't able to.
I know that there were really limited tickets for your graduation.
Yes.
How many family members were able to have?
Originally, we were allowed to have just 4. Then they went, I guess they like got approved to like have more tickets. So they got 4 extra tickets approved, but it kind of sucked because it was only like limited to certain people that were allowed to have 4. So I remember ASB, we got 4 and then we kept 2 and then we gave 2 to another person.
I'm starting to hear less and less of what you're saying. Because of my cracked lips. I can't even laugh. Does it make it hurt? I'll let you have a little bit more hot heads. The hot head sauce. I'll give you a second to do that. And just wanted to say for a second. So obviously the last year and a half, wow, going on almost 2 years, there's been a lot of challenges and had to overcome a lot of stuff. There's been some, and so we want to, validate that has been lost. There's been challenge.
Yes.
There have been few, but notable silver linings that have come out of this time. So I wanted to ask you if there's anything that you had in mind that you would consider to be a silver lining, despite, the last year and a half that it's been. I mean, it's a tough thing starting college virtually.
Yes. My silver lining was, like I had mentioned, was just graduating, because I know class of 2020 wasn't able to have it. So that was my silver lining in that sense.
Awesome. Great. Thank you for sharing. We're gonna move
look
on.
okay.
This is super fun. Do you know what time it is, by the way?
It is 12:19.
Perfect. So we're heading on to our fifth wing, and I'm gonna actually get that back.
I am so scared.
So this is interesting because for the fifth
Exponential
wing,
growth.
you want that one?
Sure.
Okay, great. Because this one's smaller.
Hey, that's not big.
So in the show Hot Ones, this is actually the 10th.
Sauce.
If you would like to show the good people what the sauce looks like. This is the 10th sauce.
Yes.
That you see.
And the crowd milk.
So we're why not? Just to be safe, we'll get some milk out here. And so we're doing it second to the last, because I actually think the last one we're gonna have, I think it's gonna be hotter. Just my opinion. So we'll get some milk out here, and could you do me a favor and pour out just a little bit more on the wing? This is actually this is the last dab sauce. So for those of you who know Hot Ones, the last wing, which is this hot sauce, they put a little bit something extra. They put a last dab on the sauce. So this one's a little bit thicker. I don't even know if you poured out.
I did. It's right there.
Okay, yeah, I see it. That's fine. So we're gonna pour out a little bit of a last dab. There you go, a mini dab. And this
you
one
went way too confident on it.
On the dab or okay, well, we'll see what happens,
I'm so scared.
And so let's have our wing, and I want to ask you about your first year at college and some of the stuff that you looked really surprised when I said that.
No, I'm like surprised because of the
Okay. All right. That's good. That's really good flavor.
I am. I don't like it.
You're in your first year.
I don't like it.
Your first year of college now, Fullerton College. So what are you studying and what do you hope to do?
Give me a minute.
Yeah. What are you studying?
It's settling in.
And my heart's racing.
Mine too.
I don't know about you. My nose is dripping a little bit. Yeah, so college, you're in college now.
Yes.
So oh yeah, so what are you studying and what are you
I'm studying and give me a minute.
Yeah. Take all the time you need. I'm just gonna work on this guy right here.
You do you. I can't keep eating. I'm studying in early childhood education. Can I get more water?
Yeah. Early childhood education. You know, let me know if you can't. Having a hard time. If you're having a hard time opening that. No, you got it. You got it.
My tongue is swollen.
Yeah, it's really hot. Yeah. So. Sorry.
Don't look at me.
No, it's fine. Look at the camera over here. Don't touch your eyes. Remember not to touch your eyes and not to touch your nose. Last one's gonna be hotter than this.
Can we not do the last one?
We don't have to do it if you don't want to.
I'm good. I want to do the last one.
Okay. 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 Let's take some time. Okay. Let's just relax.
It's in my gums.
It is?
Yeah.
Let's relax a little bit. We're okay. It's okay. We're gonna be okay. Okay. So a bird told me that you're studying. You're interested in early childhood development.
Yes.
And you often mention that your little brother is an inspiration for you and for your career. And so I was wondering if you can share with us a little bit more about why that's the case.
You're shaking.
Yeah. Little Geo.
I'm shaking too.
Yeah. That's okay. This is an experience. I hope I get live on the YouTube button. Could you imagine? Yeah.
Why don't you have not hit live? So we have to like read through this again.
Yeah, that would be terrible. Never do this again. I'm gonna prep the sixth one, the last one. You don't have to do this one.
I'm good.
I just want to try it.
Okay, so.
But yeah. So it's your sixth year. Your first year of college. Well, it's in college. You mentioned that your brother is an inspiration for you to get into childhood development. Why would you say that?
Just because I know he has a learning disability. So I know for him, there wasn't really resources or anyone to like help my mom. Hey, like your kid has this at such a young age. It hit.
Yeah. Let me know if you need to move on.
So I know that like me being bilingual, that would help like a lot of parents.
Yeah.
As well.
So I think you mentioned to me before that he's had some issues with having individuals kind of help him where he is.
Yes.
And that you kind of, your perspective, you see your brother a lot differently than
most people would see him.
Most people would see him, and in that sense, I think you're able to see a lot of kids who are in his shoes.
Yes.
You know, similar situations, and be able to help them and make a difference in that way.
Are you okay?
No, I'm really touched by. That's amazing. I'm glad you're able to do that, Karina. So we have one more wing. I think you're okay.
I'm tapping out. I can't.
I think you're okay. I do have a few. Do you want to share with everyone? I'm just going to try a little bit of this one. If you want, you can share with everyone what our last one is.
Okay, this one has 135,600 Scovilles.
I don't know what that means.
Basically, it was supposed to be our other sauce, but Christian flipped them.
I flipped them. Maybe I shouldn't have flipped them because this one, like you said, it's 135,000. The one that we just had is what, 2 million?
2 million Scovilles.
But this is the one on the show that everyone always like struggles with.
Yeah, because maybe they struggle because they can't get to the 10th one.
That's a really good point. If you can, I'm gonna pour this out. It pours out very slowly. I'm gonna trust you to pour my last dab on this one, and I have a few questions for you, and we're gonna close out.
Can I have another water?
Yes.
Oh shoot! I added too much.
You know what? That's all right. You know, we're here. We're here. It's happening. And would you like some more milk? You got some milk. Okay. Don't touch your eyes, okay?
No problem.
It's like in the air right now. It's like all in the air around us and through us. So now it's time for some rapid fire questions.
Yes.
Okay. And actually, let me eat this wing first.
Eat it.
And then.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Take a big bite.
So we're gonna. So what are
Finish
three?
eating.
What are okay. No. What are 3 words you would use to describe yourself?
3 words. Okay. Hard worker, responsible. Can't say time management because I was late to work today. Loud.
What is your spirit animal and why?
A horse because they're free.
What is your what?
A horse because they're free. They're like everywhere they want to be at right now.
That's really nice. Have you ever ridden a horse?
I have
Cool.
in Mexico.
What song or artist describes you most?
Song or artist?
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
This one is bad. This one is really bad.
Doja Cat. Can't say why, but Doja Cat.
Okay, I'm not gonna ask you. What's one thing on your bucket list?
One thing on my bucket list to go skydiving. Christian, I heard you went skydiving.
I did go skydiving.
Where was my invite?
That was like you were. You know what? You have to be, I think,
18.
18 to do it.
I was
This
really
is like 3 years ago
15.
when I was able to do it.
16.
Oh no. What is one thing on your bucket list?
I just said.
How has Hoya Scholars helped shape your attitudes towards college? Oh, the things that I do for Hoya.
My ears. My head's hot. I'm good. It's shaped me in the sense that before it was so much like, oh, college isn't a thing, and now it's like I'm encouraging everyone, hey, go to college. Like you need it. Not you need it necessarily. It's just like having a college degree will open more doors.
Yeah.
My ears are popping.
What are your career goals?
My career goals are to open a preschool with my degree and be able to help other teachers have like a workspace.
Are you okay? Okay, we're gonna.
It like settled down, but I'm good.
What's just pick one of the last 3 questions to answer.
I can actually answer all 3. One personal goal is to open school. An accomplishment I am most proud of is.
You want more? Oh my god.
Is having the
no.
Altrusa Club
Yeah.
from Anaheim. Christian, you're sweating.
Heading the Altrusa Club?
Yes. An advice I'd give a Hoya Scholar student would be, as cheesy as this sounds, it's like ponte las pilas, just because I know that like my parents like always said that to me. Ponte las pilas, don't be shy to ask for help. And it's super taboo to like ask for help, but don't be shy to ask for help. If you need to be loud about whatever you're like standing for, such as BML, feminist rights. Yeah. Christian, you're like dripping sweat.
I am so glad that you did not have that last one. And honestly, we got to stop this. So thank you so much for everyone for being here.
Go ahead and join Hoya Scholars. If you have a student, go ahead and donate to our fundraiser because it's Giving Tuesday. Christian's dying over here.
This is the worst. This is horrible.
I am so happy I did not.
This is horrible. Stay away from this.
That's why people like, Christian, your shirt's getting wet. You're sexually sweating.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I'm having like an out of body experience.
Experience.
We're gonna go. Happy Giving Tuesday. Thank you everyone who's donated. The image that you see, 3,900, that's actually not, it's an image. So donations have continued to come in. So thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Go ahead and join if you can. Subscribe, like, repost. I'm being Christian right now because that's what Christian